you go.
Hey. Hello.
Hi.
I'm Miss Calan.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Hello.
You have a great smile.
Oh, thank you.
So what brings you here?
Lately I've just been having a little trouble at home. Everything is not going the way that I would like them to.
What type of trouble?
Well, my mom and my brother just moved back in, and what used to be my room, my mom took the place of all of her stuff is there now. And so the trouble is kind of like when I go home, anymore my things, everything's just so messy. My mom's room and my brother's room, he doesn't have a bed, so he kind of like sleeps on the floor. So when I go, I usually sleep in his room. And so it's just kind of like I don't have any like peace there. I can't go somewhere and have privacy, you know, things of that sort. And it's kind of like makes my mind kind of like reckless, I guess. Like I can't think straight or do work in there.
Is it because, okay, let me ask you this. Do you go to school? Are you a college student?
I am a college student.
You're a college student, so I'm guessing that you have a lot of tests to study for, a lot of papers to write, and I'm guessing that a lot of messy and, well, a lot of clutter can mess up someone's mind. How is your relationship with them now?
My relationship is pretty good with them. It's just that the whole living thing is kind of like I just kind of like, I don't want to say run away, that's a bad term, but like I just kind of don't want to be there, but I am concerned of how they might feel if I choose to make that decision. Like I just don't want to go back there. And so that's my main concern with them.
Okay. So you're afraid to pretty much express how you feel because you're afraid that it probably might tame somewhat of a relationship that you guys do have now.
Yeah. I guess I'm more concerned about their feelings. Yeah.
Are you very close with your mother?
For the most part, I guess you could say that physically. I'm closer to her.
What do you mean by physically? I don't understand.
I guess I'm more physically closer to her. I don't know if I'm close to her emotionally as I should be. Well, not should be, but the, I guess the social, I don't know what word to say, but just, I don't know if I should be closer to her, is it socially accepted to be, like, closer to her emotionally or, like, mentally, but, like, physically, like, I see her most of the time. I do miss her, and I do call her, and things of that sort, so.
What if you miss her? Isn't that like a type of emotion?
It is a type of emotion, and I do miss her, so I know that, I guess from that, I could say that I'm close to her. But I was just thinking, I guess, when I say emotionally, I mean, like, sharing my emotions with her.
I see. Now, you said you don't know if that's, like, socially accepted, if it's okay to be emotionally close to her. Why do you feel that way?
I mean, like, I don't know if I'm emotionally close to her enough for it to be socially accepted. Like, how do people define, like, you asked me, am I close to her? Like, how do you define that? Is it, like, on a level? Is it on a scale? 1 to 10, you know, am I close to her? Like that.
I guess what I meant by that to say, like, yes, do you, tell her everything? Do you talk to her just for fun? And how far do you go? How far is your vocabulary with her? Are you comfortable with cussing with her? Are you comfortable with talking about your body parts with her? Are you comfortable with talking about boys and your relationship with boys with her? I'm just saying, like, that's what I meant by emotionally.
Okay. Yeah, as far as that, I don't think I'm that close to her in that emotionally, like when it comes to relationship with guys, I probably wouldn't feel comfortable talking to her about that to a certain extent. I could say probably I like them, maybe, that's it. When it comes to, like, I guess speaking with her, sharing my feelings, I don't do that a lot with her. So that's what I kind of meant, like emotionally. I don't know if I'm that close to her, but physically, yes, I am.
Why is that? Like, what in the past made you guys' relationship so, I don't want to use the word distant because you guys are not distant, but, why don't you feel comfortable, just having a conversation about Billy down the street that I like?
Yeah. I would say that because I want to say maybe because it was the way that we were raised. So like if I kind of grew up without sharing that things with her, it would be kind of out of the norm to do so now. So I just feel like it's just not normal, and then for it not to be normal, it's uncomfortable for me to share things with her like that. And so I just kind of feel like it maybe was a barrier when we were kind of like kids and little, and I wasn't that maybe that close to her. I don't know, growing up. So.
Oh, okay. So it seems like your mom was pretty much like, I'm the parent, you're the child, and that's how we're going to keep it.
Yeah, I would say similar to that.
Okay, so I see why you seem kind of like, okay, I don't know if I should explain. How do you think your mom, like, guessing, how do you feel your mom would react if you do confront her about the living arrangement?
I don't think there's much that she could do. As far as her reacting to my request of me wanting to not come back there again, I think she would probably be sad because she does enjoy my company when coming back. So I think that would be her reaction, and she'd probably make up some excuses or tell me I'm making excuses not to come there, or something like that.
Okay. Do you think you guys can compromise? Like, if you guys can sit down, and let me ask you this. Can you guys hold a conversation? Can your mom take you seriously when you come to her with a problem?
Sometimes.
Can you elaborate on that?
I think that when I say sometimes, it's funny that you asked me that question because I feel like that's what kind of holds that barrier there of me talking to her, because I don't know if she knows how to take me talking to her seriously. It would probably be uncomfortable for her as well. And so if I came to her with a serious situation, she'd probably like, oh no, it's not that serious, kind of knock it off, she could decide. Particularly if I came to her with this situation, she'd probably tell me she probably like felt sad or something. So it's kind of like, I guess, limited the things that I can tell her, so it wouldn't go too deep. I don't know how it would be if it went too deep. So.
Have you ever went to had a deep conversation with your mother?
When I say deep, I mean like serious, the seriousness of the problem. Like I was raised, not raised, but I was born what you would call a crack baby with crack in my system because my mom did drugs. She was pregnant with me, and she would always make jokes about it growing up, and it would make me really sad. Like, it would make me really sad, and I didn't understand why she would joke about it. And so one day, at a random place, we were at the DMV, and I was trying to get my license, I think. And she said something, and I guess I said something that made her sad, but then, and she said she didn't like that. And then I told her, I was like, well, I don't like when you pick on me about, that situation, as me being a crack baby. She's like for instance, like the seriousness of it, sometimes she could take it, but she said that, oh, you're just saying that because I said this and I felt this way, and I'm like, no, like that really hurts me, that really makes me upset. But since then, she never spoke of it or played around with it again.
So you showed her how it felt.
I guess so, in that sense.
By hurting her.
Yeah. Not intentionally, but it just.
Okay. But you meant for it to hurt, right?
No, what I said, I didn't mean for it to hurt. It's just something that happened. She just expressed herself. And then I guess I was able to, at that time, relate it to that situation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, I don't want to see you guys hurting each other, and I don't want to see you stressed. do you think that your mom would like a different, would like somebody in the middle to assist a serious conversation, or would she be kind of like, why are you in my business?
I don't think she would be the last response. I don't know if it would be any need to have a mediator there. I think that for something to be spoken of, it would have to be really, really serious, that it has to be spoken. But I don't think we need a mediator.
So you don't think that the living arrangement now, you don't think that's serious enough?
I guess looking at it, I feel like my only solution is to just, if I go there, just kind of like take it. But my solution is, okay, I just want to like not be there. It's one of those things that you just really can't help. Maybe you can help it over time. Maybe if I get a car, I can come back and forth to Lakeland to sleep, or I can just spend the night over a friend's house, more living space.